Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video I am going to be working on my 2021 Project Life. We are working on week 28, which would have been in the middle of July. So the product that I've pulled out to use this time is the Storytelling Basics collection from Ali Edwards. I have one of the week cards that I'm just going to add my date stamping into. I have already printed off my journaling on many of the journaling cards, which I do have a tutorial video for that you can find in the description down below, and then a couple of filler cards as well. My photos are over here. I just need to cut apart the 3x4 ones. And then embellishment wise, I went into my stash and I've pulled out some asterisks from the same collection, some cardstock hearts, which are from an older gratitude story kit, these puffy hearts, which were from the outdoor collection from Ali, and some tiny phrase stickers and labels. So we'll see what I want to use there. And then I've also got my stash circle shaped chipboard, and I just dropped one, but some plastic suns that I'm thinking would be fun on this card as just like a decorative piece. So we'll see which one I want to go with. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward while I get everything set up and put together all those finishing touches. I'll talk you through my process and the photos that I selected for this week while I do that. And then once I have this done, we'll slow back down to close out for today. So let's go ahead and dive in. Getting started on this week's layout, the first thing I'll do is set everything to the side except for my title card, and I'm going to just go ahead and add my date stamping onto that card right away. Now there is that section underneath the title this week that has, just some blank white space where you can totally add your date stamping. It does give a little bit of space in between those dates, so a little bit later here I'll find an embellishment to put in the middle of those dates, and that way it sort of signifies that the week was from the first date to the second date. Then I also need to take my 4x6 photos where I had printed two 3x4s on them and cut those apart. I prep those in Photoshop and print them directly from Photoshop to my photo printer, and then all I have to do is just cut them in half. But that way it makes them a little bit easier to print on the photo paper without wasting any space, and it just works out for me that way. Once I have all of that done, next we're going to go ahead and get everything arranged. Another thing that I like to do in Photoshop prior to actually coming over to my desk and working on the layouts is to go ahead and design the general look for the entire week. So what that means is that I will open up a blank canvas inside of Photoshop that is 18 inches wide by the 12 inches tall. So that way it is two 9x12s that are side by side. And then I can arrange my photos and the cards inside of that canvas to figure out what is the configuration that's going to work best for me for that particular week. So the reason I tell you that is because when I come over to the desk like this, I generally already know where everything's going to go. And that's why it's so quick for me to figure that out, because it's pre-decided. So once I have everything laid out, next I'm going to go through my circle embellishments there to see what I can pull out that will work either sentiment-wise or color-wise on my layout. So I'm pulling out colors that are a deeper shade of blue, some black, some darker brown, and then I've got one that's black with some yellow / orange writing on it that says just love. And then I also have one that is white that's got some green lines in it because I figured the greens would go really nice as well. I knew I wanted to add one of those plastic suns onto the plus sign card there. I was playing between a couple of different sizes, trying to decide which one I liked scale-wise in that card the best, and the one I have there is my favorite one. However, because the background is pretty busy, when you put the sun on there, it's hard to read the sentiment in the middle. So I thought that would be a great opportunity to put a circle embellishment piece in the middle of the sun. Then it brings in a little bit of extra color and some dimension, and also gives me that repeated circle. So there at the top, you can see I found a very tiny circle chipboard piece that's half green and half blue. That's what I'm going to put in the middle of my dates. And then I have set around the other ones that I liked for this week. There's one that's black that says the word me on it that I just put on a selfie of myself. There's one that says one step at a time, and it's a half circle that I put on the picture of Aaron and the kids at the playground. I have the green striped one on the picture of Izzy and the cat, which I will later add a chipboard piece to, not chipboard, a tiny phrase sticker to, in order to give that a little bit more purpose for being there on that photo. I am just going to stick everything down here. So I first put the chipboard piece down on top of the sun and then realized I needed to take off the plastic backing. So I pulled it back off, took off the plastic protective piece, put the chipboard back on, and then just use some double-sided strong adhesive to stick it down into the middle of the card. And then everything else I either need to just peel off the backing and stick it down, or some of these are homemade embellishments. So I just needed to add some adhesive to the back of them. Once I have all of my chipboard attached, I'm then pulling over a sticker sheet of tiny phrase stickers so I can put a couple of them throughout the layout. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last thing I do. For this week, this week was kind of a really chill week. So I have a selfie of myself, which was probably from Thursday 3, if I remember right. I have a picture of Aaron who came up and showed me on his phone a picture of Maui and we joked about how his hair looked like Maui's hair, and it made me laugh. So I wanted to definitely put that one on here. We also went around what will become our new town once we move and tried to scope out the best playgrounds. So I have some pictures of us from going to various playgrounds. And then I also have a picture of the kids playing out back in our backyard on the playground, because that's just, I guess, what this week was all about. Oh, I will mention one other thing that I will do to embellish this spread is to grab these asterisk chipboard pieces from the Storytelling Basics? Yes, from Ellie Edwards. And I took the tiny ones and I'm going to use those as though they are check marks on the feelings card. So I think I'm going to pull 4 of them, if I remember right, in order to check off the different feelings from that particular day. And then I also have a really tiny black one, which right now is on the feelings card, but I'm going to swap that out and have all of the ones on the feelings card be that light pink color. And then the black one I'm going to put on the card that has the morning, afternoon, and evening sections to fill out. And that way I can use it to designate which day that journaling is actually for. Once I have that, I think we will just see if there's anything else I want to do. There's the black one I'm going to add right now. And I believe that that is going to do it for this week's layout. All right, friends, that completes my layout for today. This one came together pretty quickly here because I pretty much picked a formula or a treatment formula for how I wanted to add embellishments around the spread and stuck to that. So I've got chipboard and I've also got the tiny phrase stickers, and that's essentially what I ended up using on most of the pieces, except for, of course, that plastic sun, which I just love the sun because it gives another pop of that yellow color on this layout. So, really love the way this one looks. I hope that you enjoyed seeing how this spread came together. If you did, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my future crafty videos as well. I am going to be back later this week on Friday with my next Story Kit Crush project. So hopefully I will see you back here then. And then I'll also have, I'm going to be releasing my Project Life spreads on Wednesdays consistently again. So you'll be able to see more of my Project Life spreads here on Wednesdays. All right, friends, well, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the week ahead, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.